Hey Google, stop the alarm. Stargate time.
I'm stopping any alarms and timers that are ringing on your smart home devices.
Oh, I didn't mean that. Hey Google, stop the music. That's what I really meant. What it do, ski? It's your boy Farewell34, and today I'm here with my reaction video to good old Stargate SG-1. How's it going, Gate fam? So, last episode I also thought was an alright one for me personally. Definitely better than the previous one in my opinion. I liked what they did with some of her, some of the beach with Jack there, and a lot of the more subtle elements to that episode. And maybe I might look back in a couple of seasons or whatever it may be and be like, oh, maybe this episode, maybe I might, find things I appreciate more about it than off of the first view. But with that being said, guys, let's just hop into episode 21 for SG-1. This is the penultimate before the finale, so things are most probably gonna be spicy. So as always, guys, if you enjoyed this one, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, as always, guys, links in the description down below to all of my details. But with that being said, yeet. Raw XD.
What is she doing? She said something about having to time the calculations exactly right this time of year. Well, to be honest with you, I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, me and Tuke are on the same page. We're like,
How's the hat?
It's a little sore, but it'll be all right.
I'd like you to take this note along with you. It's fairly self-explanatory.
Chevron
Whoa.
2 encoded.
Everything's fine.
Chevron 3.
No, everything is not fine. Cause okay. So I'm not gonna try and pause here very much. But why would Hammond give her a note to read on when you're outside of our, out of Earth? He learned some intel, my guess is, about the thing earlier this season with the, the second gate and, them not being able to trust a lot of people. Whoa. And also it's cool, I was thinking about stuff like, it's cool how, obviously Sam's always backpacking everything, but I'm loving where they're going with Sam. I mentioned that before, but anyway.
4 encoded.
Where are we going with this? I'm amped. That's not how that works.
You see that?
Jack, do you see this?
Captain Carter, where are we?
That's a big Nani. What the hell?
This looks suspiciously like the butt end of a Titan missile.
Standing by for test burn in T-minus 20 seconds.
What is a test burn?
Get out.
Yes, sir.
Teal, let's start moving, buddy. I think you're the one who's about to get zatted right now. What the hell?
How'd you know that would work?
I did not.
Hands on your head.
Teal just shooting his shot quite literally. Okay, I'm feeling this. I love the urgency right there and how they just jumped right into that. Show's good at kicking off episodes for sure. Hope all is well, SG fam. Doing all right myself. Excited to get some videos in for the day.
Sir, don't say anything. This is the gate room.
Shut up.
So
This
we're
is-
still in Cheyenne Mountain.
Okay, we did go back in time. That's what I thought for a second.
My orders are to forget I ever saw it, sir, so,
Yo, confirmed time travel. Let's go.
Sorry.
Yo, Young Habit
I'm fairly
confirmed.
certain
Yo!
about 30 years. For a second or two.
Oh.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what to say.
We're the first people in human history to go back in time. Well, for all we know. If we could figure out how to do this again, just think of what we could do.
Or prevent regrettable events from your history from ever occurring.
That's exactly what we can't do.
Why not?
Because of the grandfather paradox.
Yep.
All right, so you're saying that if we change our own past,
We could change our world in ways that we can't possibly imagine.
Yo,
I
I'm
myself
so
have no part
gassed
in the
straight
history
up.
of your world.
How do we explain the larval ghoul that Teal'c is carrying?
They might not be able to detect it.
Our advanced weapons, our GDOs. We also cannot tell anyone anything about who we are or where we're from.
Anonymity does not go over big here.
Facts.
We cannot tell them we're from the future, sir.
Dog, the fact that it's actually
So
Hammond.
spione?
Yet? Daniel? He just asked if we were Soviet spies.
And you are?
I'm cough, yes.
Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Your dog tags say otherwise.
Before we ship you out and hand you over to wherever it is they take spies such as yourself, I wanted a word. Our cameras saw some sort of weapon.
Oh. Well, it's hard to say. Just difficult to pronounce.
Facts.
I'll be honest with you, Bob.
He's
My name's
the way Jack's
It's
going about
Skywalker.
this is so funny.
Luke.
Oh my god.
Skywalker.
He wouldn't know. It's 69. It's so good. I'm interested to see how they're gonna go about it on this show, because you know they can go about time travel differently.
Still no
right?
sign of SG-1, sir. If I may ask, sir, what are we going to do about SG-1?
They're out there somewhere. I'm afraid this is one mission they're on their own.
Yes, sir.
Oh, this is sick. Breathe deeply, folks. Soon be in Albuquerque.
Listen, flat tire. I'm the one who arranged it.
Guys,
Before
look
I
at the
can even
title.
think of doing what's asked
Look
of
at
me
his
in the
name.
note, I need to know who you are and who gave it to you.
I
Oh
know.
my god. My name is Samantha Carter, and you gave me the note, sir. Sir, before we left, General Hammond gave me a note and told me to keep it in my vest pocket until I got to the other side.
Help them. And
You
seeing
are-
as helping
you are
you
their
will
only hope.
undoubtedly lead to court-martial, I'd like to know why I would do that.
Like, what are the implications of
I'm
this?
sorry.
You're from Texas. You're gonna go bald.
What's the date? August 4th.
Oh, it's my birthday.
But not too many people know you watched it from your father's bedside in his hospital room, just 2 days after his first heart attack.
We're family.
We will know you.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of emphasis
Sorry,
on the
Mr.
cut.
Larry.
Oh,
Will this do?
true. Bah. Oh, that's 2. That's 3. Care package. Man, I'm so interested to see if they're gonna cause their own problems that have been happening in the show because of this episode. That would be nuts.
Everything you confiscated from us is in these 2 boxes?
Except for your ray gun, yes.
Ray gun. Oh.
Got any cash?
Yeah, I might have some.
And everything we've told you is secret, and I mean for the rest of your life.
I do want you to know that what I'm about to do keeps you from getting court-martialed.
This is so sick. It's like almost like a Stargate movie. Well, it's the end of the season, right?
So when we locate the Stargate, how then do we get back to the future?
Well, now that's all in the note.
it's not
right?
though.
No, sir.
It's 2 dates, fam. You can't do much with that unless that's the time when it
It
happens
doesn't
again.
explain how to get back, at least not explicitly.
Wait a second, it just means that on August 10th at 9:15 a.m. something is going to happen.
And happen again the next day at 6:03.
This is a pretty sizable challenge for them. I don't know how they're gonna get out of glorious Vancouver.
You know, the vet blew it when they went with that body style.
We should go to New York. Well, that's where Catherine used to live, or lives.
Change
In order to
everything,
preserve
yeah.
our past, Catherine has to meet you for the first time years from now.
Pretend to be foreigners. Well, I speak 23 different languages. Pick one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Catherine said herself she
23.
would...
This method appears to be ineffective.
Teal, you trying in the 60s? I don't know, fam.
That is effective, O'Neill.
Where you headed?
Upstate New York, some big concert.
All right, the team's hitting NY.
Come on, right up front with me, brother. It's cool. I'm Michael.
I'm Michael.
I am not at liberty to reveal my identity.
Whoa, this what are the? I know that I'm clearly you can tell I'm having a great time with this episode, but what are the freaking odds that this show comes out? No, not the fact that it's 1997, but there's a character named Michael and they use my specific birthday. If that isn't a sign of the uncanniness with all the reactions that I've done, but in Stargate alone, this is fate. Oh my goodness. Wow. Or maybe I'm grasping straws. I don't know.
Hello.
Hi. So what'd you do?
We didn't do anything.
Excuse me.
I really love your hair.
Listen, we could really use some cheap clothes. So if you see a cheap clothes place around, we'd appreciate it.
No sweat. That thing, what's it symbolize? Peace?
Slavery.
Right on. So, it's
Teal's
made
face.
out of...
Do not discuss it further.
We're even thinking of crossing the border up to Canada.
Oh.
For what reason?
The war.
The war with Canada.
No.
Teal saying the war with Canada. Oh my gosh. I'm Canadian. Oh, this is so good. This is so wholesome. Wow. We're like the Scooby Gang. This is incredible. Sorry, I'm just so excited right now. Holy shit. This is canon. Well, maybe it might not be canon, but it's canon for now. Holy hell. mystery machine looking ass. My goodness. This is epic. Wow. Actually, let me just make sure I'm recording it. For some reason, if I'm not, this is a golden video. Oh my goodness.
Flare. That's the only explanation. We had to have been sent back because of a solar flare. When we couldn't figure out a way to make the gate work again, I was asked to research alternative applications for the gate, including time travel. A massive solar flare just happened to occur at the exact moment that we were traveling between Earth and another Stargate. If the wormhole itself was redirected closer to the sun because of the flare's magnetic field, the increased gravity could slingshot us back to Earth.
Why haven't we tried this before?
Because flares are impossible to predict.
But
Light takes several minutes to travel between the Earth and the sun.
The dates
so
are
by
probably
the time a flare of sufficient
the time frame
magnitude
they
has
have
been
to use
confirmed,
it.
August 10th, 9:15 a.m. It's in the note.
It's the time and date of the next flare? Or maybe that's the reason he asked you to do the research in the first place.
And then he looked up 2 flares in August of 1969 that could send us home.
That's big brain.
General Hammond, you old son of a... Hello? Soup?
Who are you guys? I mean, traveling between Earth and where? What's that about?
Well, when I said that, I was just imagining.
Oh, I don't think so, man.
You said that you were in trouble with the establishment.
And we are.
We are.
Just not the establishment of this planet. That's true, Michael. We came to Earth to hide among your people a long, long time ago.
From a galaxy far, far away.
But now it's time to go home. And we need your help.
We need to be in a place called New York by tomorrow.
This is so good.
I don't know, man.
Also, I guess there's just unlimited ammo on those things. I've never really thought about it. It's not like there's USB ports in them.
That was unreal.
It is, in fact, extremely real. As is our need for assistance.
We have to help them get home, Michael.
Okay. We'll do it.
Wow. The fact that they were able to hold it in that cover, I would have burst out laughing. Oh my god. And of course, chill back to him. He just stayed in facts, right? It's no different for him.
Sir, remember to use the hydrogen alpha solar filter.
Or I'll burn my eyes out.
Oh my goodness. Let's see how this goes.
Don't screw it up, Jack. Is not astronomy one of your hobbies on here?
First episode.
Scale.
That shit hurted.
Father never told me Heinrich Gruber had a son.
Well, I was but a small boy when they were still working together, but mine father often spoke of thine father as one of the few people in this world he could trust. Mine father believed there must have been a second artifact. He referred to it in his notes as the doorway to heaven. Wir haben ein Fragment der Steinplatte gefunden, mit einigen derselben zeigt. The artifact had already been removed.
Oh, we always knew there had to be a second device with which to control the ring.
Dark military purpose. Even that much I was sworn to secrecy.
My father and I were told never to speak of it again. It is simply locked away.
The way that they're even tying back all these smaller elements in the show. And Dusky's in the background. That's crazy. Wow.
Which armory?
All right, in a few seconds, we'll know whether or not we can go back.
And if we cannot, O'Neill?
Guess we stay.
Like, worst case, they have to stay, but they are able to hold their age somehow. But then, no, it doesn't seem very likely. Confirmed.
Precisely 6:03 p.m. tomorrow, we're going home.
Road trip.
Two of you have been unbelievably
Groovy. The people of our world will be extremely grateful.
not the establishment, mind you.
No, not them.
I think what we're trying to say is that we have to go the rest of the way alone because it's dangerous.
We want you to take us with you.
We can't do that.
Is he the custodian from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
A lot. This is a great time.
Michael got drafted.
We were just going to the concert first. You know, one last blast. But if we went with you...
Oh, that sucks.
I don't want to kill anybody.
Michael?
Sir, you can't say anything.
Oh.
He has to make up his own mind.
Your secret's safe with us.
We know that.
And here we are in a large hangar. Where was the second game when we found it? A large hangar. Oh, I love when the team's on these types of missions. Like, it just goes to show you their chemistry. Look how efficient, like, well-oiled machine these guys are. Hello.
Where to?
Back the way we came, via P2X555. Well, General Hammond must have chosen flares on the opposite side of the sun this time. So the sun's rotational differential will send us forward instead of back. Like, we just have to trust General Hammond.
And we have powered up the gate manually a few times now. So this is all within reason. Oh, relax, relax.
So the timing has to be exact, just a few more seconds.
It's gonna have to be close enough. Go!
Okay, things did not go as planned. They got LED strips in this bitch. What are we doing?
Hello, Jack.
Samantha
Yeah?
from the future?
I hardly recognize you.
That has to be.
Do we know you?
Sam will recognize me closer.
Cassandra.
You're Sam.
Oh!
Who is this?
Cassandra.
I've been expecting you,
Well-
in fact. So the flare threw you far into the future. When I was old enough to understand, Sam explained what happened.
Like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
The timing must be precise.
Already? But there's so much that you...
Of all people, know I can't. I will tell you this, your journey's just beginning.
That's crazy. I guess it can't be Sam because then that conflict of time and space. I don't know. Oh man, I didn't even
SG-1.
would think it's
Open the Irish.
Cass. I was thinking maybe like a family member or something, but she would be the next, I guess, person.
Thanks to one sparky young Lieutenant Hammond.
I see a smile from the back of his face.
How did you know?
I was ordered to escort 4 people out of Cheyenne Mountain. In the vest pocket of one, I found a note with my name on it. No, not until I saw the cut on your hand. Remember when I took your cuffs off?
Then you've been waiting for this to happen.
Ever since we met.
Wow.
I almost didn't let you go. It's going to be a long debriefing. With interest, you owe me $539.50.
Oh man. Oh man, that was such a treat. Oh boy. Okay, so no two-parter for that one. That was such a treat. Wow. And that was my reaction video to Stargate SG-1 Season 2, Episode 21. I'm gonna say straight up, this was such a treat of an episode. I absolutely enjoyed it. Maybe because some of the coincidences also just happened to be there, but that aside, this was such a cool episode. This is the first time I think we've ever tackled with time travel in the series so far. I sort of guessed that was going to happen, but that was what in the middle of the season. But they actually decided to do the whole surprise with the 8th chevron and like just going farther in time. So it's so cool that they're just going through these different whammies going on with the early starting of the Stargate, which I absolutely love seeing them work through their issues, their attention to detail, and following the science and still making it both well written, engaging dialogue, have emotional storylines embedded with these even one-off stories, which it seems, just make an overall cohesive, entertaining episode that has great callbacks from things like Ernest to even the logic of certain elements like powering the Stargate. If they didn't do that 2 or 3 times in the past, I might have been a little skeptical to see that just being introduced here for the first time, but the way that they're able to just layer these subtle and bigger ideas, so awesome to me. Tonally too, this type of an episode, they could have went the whole, is end of the world situation, but they did such a nice job at least in my opinion, I think they did an awesome job at here, making it a little bit playful, lighthearted, taking the chance to differentiate from the military sci-fi genre, intergalactic, diplomacy, and whatever else you may have it, and just having sort of like a fun road trip through time movie with some fun little montages here. And it seems like they were even riffing at points. If I had to guess, they might have been improvising at 1 or 2 points here. Another standout to me this episode had to have been the cast and their chemistry. I absolutely love seeing all of them having fun here, which it seems in the moments where they're where they're sort of and again to what I'd also admire again is, like I said, the tonal change. I think it worked perfectly for this episode because in the 60s or whatever it is, time travel, and they're all in the getup and everything like that of the time, reasonably so. The the fish out of water elements to that I thought worked really well here. Now I'm interested in seeing. I don't get the impression that there's going to be more time travel. This does seem like it's a one-off story. The Cassandra future just seems like a means to an end. That being said, if they do decide to make some callbacks here or some sort of implications, gonna be very interesting to see what they decide and what decide not to bring. Yeah, I was absolutely just having a great time with this episode, guys. What did you think about this one your first go? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section down below. Teal'c, Teal'c was awesome. Same with Sam and the team. Watching them all undercover here, seeing a younger Hammond, just so many pleasant surprises. They balance between, the fun nature of this storyline and their approach to it, but also, the serious implications, the urgency off the jump. That's where they got most of that sort of the stakes invested in it. And the rest of the episode was just so fun to see them go along this journey. So I was leaning it towards it being a two-parter, but they seem to just wrap it up right away. So sorry if I rambled a little bit onto a little bit too much here. Just genuinely was just such a fun episode. And then on top of that, the things like, you know, the birthday, and then referencing a date, the character named Michael. Speaking of Michael and the other woman, I don't know if I missed her name. My apologies if I did. Even, you know, obviously with the climate at the time, him being drafted, I thought that was a good little nod to both the time period, but also to throw in a little bit of emotional oomph, because of course, you know, they're helping us out, they're playing it for a little bit of laughs here and there, but I appreciated how they decided to, you know, reflect on what their circumstances were at the time, and because clearly they're all, you know, conforming to society, whatever it is. There's a reason for that, and I felt like that could have been a missed opportunity for them not to at least dive into something at those moments. So I'm glad that they did, and I actually thought they actually landed the emotional oomphs in those scenes right there. That was my reaction video to Stargate SG-1 Season 2, Episode 21, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts on this episode in the description down below. But with that being said, guys, I will see you all for the next week's set of episodes, guys, for I think it's the last episode of the season, if I'm not mistaken, and then Season 3 premiere. So that's gonna be dope to go through with y'all. But anyway, with that being said, guys, I love you, and I hope you have a great rest of the day and next week. A great week. So I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.